enough, tastes like fish. It's a gelatinous goo. But this brings us to, of course, the third thing that controls what we eat and drink, and that is how much money we have, right? So if you are wealthy, you can pay for indulgences, and you also get to have things like meat. And the wealthy, the nobles don't eat a lot of vegetables. They're eating meat, they're eating, a lot of what are called subtlety foods, foods that are made to look like one thing but are actually another. So they're not eating what peasants are eating.
Right. I mean, if you're the king, you get how many courses?
You get 3 to 5 courses, 5 to 7 dishes each. For those of you that are not strong in math, that's 15 to 35 dishes.
Aye.
Do not fill up on the bread.
Nay.
And it starts.
With the king. Sir, could you please not sit up there? It's probably not safe.
Not safe for anybody.
So you start with the king, and then the dishes are passed down the table according to rank.
Now, if you're really kind of the lowest squire, you might want to fill up on the bread. So, if you're poor, you're only eating maybe 2 meals a day. You're having pottage in the morning. Pottage is, well, whatever left over in the pot from the night before.
Aye.
And then maybe you'll have a pasty that you take out into the fields while you're working the fields. That's a pasty, not a pasty. Those are 2 totally different things. Pasties are a delicious handheld pie. Pasties are the 8 o'clock show at the Dragon.
Right, sir?
Even that. So, and then you have pottage again at night until eventually the pottage gets so old you throw it out. So,
9 days or so.
what we have been focusing on this year has been on peasant food. And so I thought I would buy my own tavern since I no longer have a position in the household. And I will serve my own food to the peasants and merchants of Revel Grove. And at my tavern, which I have decided to name the Vulgar Unicorn. Think about it.
I like the leaky clam better.
You would. So, but what I want to do is I want to serve the food to His Majesty. And so that way I can say that my food is king tested, king approving.
Okay, wait. There was a lot in that sentence to unpack. First of all, you said you want to feed it to His Majesty. Does that imply you are going to prepare something for His Majesty this evening?
Well, I don't know, Thomas. Depends on how the next 9 minutes go.
But wait. Even more important, are you planning to serve peasant food to His Majesty this evening?
Oh, nay, Thomas. I am not. See, I spent all day yesterday laboring. Spent all day in the kitchen, working me fingers to the bone. Why? Because I was supposed to get married at 10 o'clock this morning. I went. I even got my hair done.
Oh, very lovely.
See, because I even got to wear it down because I was getting married. So I spent all day yesterday preparing our wedding feast. Because you said you didn't trust no one else to make our wedding feast.
True.
So I made all of your favorite dishes.
Oh.
So the first thing we have for you is lamb. Now I made this lamb. It's a leg of lamb. And the way that I did it is I did put salt and pepper and some orange zest into an olive oil, and I rubbed it all over the lamb, just massaged it in there. And then I baked it at a high heat. And then I took it out and I cut slits in it, and I shoved in cloves of garlic. And I covered it in honey and fresh rosemary. And I baked it for hours.
Forgot that.
Little more juice. So now here's the thing about this. Is that would you like that, Thomas? Like some more of that?
Need some juice.
So unlike most cooks right now in 1534, I am very different. I do not look like most cooks. I am more curvy than most cooks because I am a woman. Most cooks are men. So when you read most cookbooks, let us just say vague recipes are vague. Allow me to give you an example. There was a fabulous receipt, I thought, for peacock and ginger sauce. The receipt began, roast a peacock on a spit. The sauce is ginger. I turned the page. It was a new recipe.
I will point out, she made that recipe and it was wondrous, so obviously it was good enough.
But what I have done is I have given you recipes here where I give you crazy things like ingredients, amounts of ingredients, temperatures at which to cook the ingredients, and the amount of time for which to cook them. I mean, honestly, men won't ask for directions, don't expect them to give them. So you can come and pick one of those up after. So that was the first thing. And all of these dishes, this was actually inspired, although these are recipes of my own creation, these were inspired by the Prince of Transylvania's court cookbook. The second recipe was my own grandmother's. This is a sweet and sour red cabbage, which pairs perfectly with the richness of the lamb. Wait for it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. They pair very well.
I'm very good at what I do.
There's a lot happening up here right now.